Hey, it's Frank. Welcome back to the channel. American Eagle Rises. It's Thursday. It's a little later. How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for the subs. We got some more subscribers. I think they came from Raymond's channel. Yeah, welcome guys. If you're from Raymond's channel, man, you are special guests. And we are now over 69. So now looks like the count's 71. So, you know, a couple of you guys came in. So welcome. Sit tight. You know, the one thing that I don't think I told you guys. Maybe, you know, the one thing about getting older. And I forgot to mention that to you guys. So next Wednesday, yeah, my birthday, 52, October 1st. Oh my God, dude. God. Do I look 52? With the beard, I definitely do. Not like typical 52, but I don't look like no 20-year-old anymore. That's for sure. Yeah, we don't have the. Anyway, you guys don't give a shit about that. Yeah, just, you know, eat kind of healthy, keep kind of clean. You don't have to go super duper crazy. You know, stay a little active. You don't have to go super crazy. My stats are like, I don't know, I think I'm in like almost the 90th percentile of other people my age. Well, that's not saying much because people's diets are horrible nowadays. Anyway, we don't work Fridays no more. We get every Friday off starting tomorrow all the way to the beginning of 2026. 2026. Dang, that's crazy. It's like right around the corner, right? Yeah. And normally I think I'd take it the week prior, but we're leaving town next week. So we're taking Thursday and Friday off, and then the Monday prior, or one day after that. I don't want to say anything. I don't know. Someone that I want to keep the surprise to may be watching. I hope not. If you are, don't watch. Don't watch. Not you. The other you. Over there in the corner. Yeah. Anyway. Nothing major happened today. Oh my God. You know, people weren't floating in space. Or in air, I should say. You know, the rapture didn't happen. Shocker. Not shocking. The world didn't come to an end. The Antichrist didn't take over. You know, there's no temple in Jerusalem. That's on top of the rocket. What are you talking about, Frank? Yeah. Look it up. Remember, tinfoil hat. I indulge in a connoisseur of conspiracy theories. But why are the theories so accurate? See, they're theories until they're proven right. Anyway. Yeah. So, what okay, yeah, Frank, what? Sorry, I just got to do that. That's one of my little, on my app, on my phone. It's like one of these, like, little, I call them stretching things. Yeah, you get older and you got to make sure you turn your head or your neck stiffens up overnight. Man, the market, Wall Street went nuts. Highlight, looks like the 10-year treasury and the dollar went up. And that pretty much spooked most of the market. Interesting enough, Bitcoin is dying. It's bleeding out. Oh, it's at what? It's at 109K. So yeah, you're probably thinking, God damn, that's still too high. Yeah, I know, but it was like 120 not too long ago. So that was pretty big. That lost pretty big, over almost 4% in a day. Gold put on a bid. It was up. Silver took up pretty big. It was up over 3%. So that's a huge change in one day. But it came down after market. But yeah, it's all the miners kind of recovered yesterday. They were all taking a beating. So I don't know. Wall Street, it's nuts. It's crazy. It's not a jukebox. Jeez. Slot machine. Yeah, now, see, Friday's coming early for Frank. On the weekend, yeah, you wouldn't think. You're like, how is this guy mechanical engineer? Yeah, I am. I decompartmentalize my brain. I learned to do that when I was in college. And then whatever memory I would have to purge it right away to memorize for other tests. All right, we're 5 minutes in. I lost half my subscribers. You guys are checking out. It's a boring video, but you finally get to, I call it the good part. This is a subject, and maybe no one cares about America. Maybe people think this is a lie, or it's just a little game. I don't believe so. I'm not saying it's 100% right, but guess what? It's not 100% wrong. So I'm just relaying the information to you. So, well, we will start off about what was put out in the media. And I've been waiting for something like this for quite some time. And I've got to get my glasses on because I want to quote them verbatim. Verbatim. Yeah, I learned that word when I think, I'm trying to remember when. One time in my engineering career. Yeah. Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth. I mean, doesn't he look like a badass motherfucker? I'm sorry if I swore there. Yeah, so out of the blue, well, this is what the media will tell you. Out of the blue, for no apparent reason, Frank's smiling because he kind of knows why. Orders hundreds of military, I think it's actually more, to be honest, of military commanders to Virginia for unprecedented meeting. So that came right out of, I don't really like them either. Fox News, they're not as bad. Right? They're still bad. So sometimes it's just like, what the hell? Like, you guys are lying through your ass too. Yeah, anyway. So here's where the conspiracy hits the road. So, and then maybe I'm going to propose it as is it pose? Like I'm posing, like, hey, what's up? Hang on. This is what we used to do. Gen X, man. We used to flash the shock. Wait, hang on. Am I doing it right? Yeah, the shocker. Double shocker, big DX. Anyway. It's doing the lag crap. So, pose the question to you. Why would he do this? There's no planned major training exercises. The Army and the Navy, and they have like a certain schedule. And that's why you see sometimes these random posts of like a railroad and hauling a bunch of either APCs or tanks or Humvees. It just depends on how many. But they also get loaded into ports and stuff like that. So sometimes it looks like, holy shit, what's going down, man? And it's like, oh yeah, it's once a year they have like a big exercise somewhere, right? And there might be a couple hundred tanks and stuff like that. So they actually plan that stuff like way in advance, like a whole year in advance. So some of that equipment gets moved around and they got to play the little shuffle game. But this is definitely just... So why are they telling us this? Number one, it's interesting. It's coming from Fox. None of the other news channels aren't really picking up on it. But why am I? Again, Frank, what's the damn question? Again, I already asked you. Why? Hundreds military commanders. And these aren't just... I heard another channel that I listened to. He's actually this guy from South Korea. And, why? this guy, he's on the, I call it the, whatever you want to call it, the posts, if you know what I mean. 17th letter, look it up. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's not quite, but it's not wrong, right? That's the key, right? Again, comms, messaging, you don't know if it's true, disinformation, distraction, right? It's part of PSYOPs, and that's like old technology, guys. Like that. So what's going down? What could be going down? And these are actually generals, not just like, oh yeah, no. I mean, the Secretary of War. I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, one thing, right? You know, we keep hearing this. You know, Trump kind of got 180 messaging wise on Ukraine. Like that. Nah. Yeah, he said it. I'm not denying that. But that's not what he thinks. This is almost like, I don't want to say textbook Trump. They're, I don't know if you want to call them white hats, whatever. The United States, Trump in particular, Trump's working with some other folks. We're baiting the dark evil forces, okay? And they're multi-pronged. They're from many different countries. Unfortunately, there's some that are here that are, you know, domestic. But, you know, the Israel, Palestine, you know, you always got China doing its little, you know, little dinky dog barking. It's like, oh, stop it, you piece of, you're so damn annoying, you little dog. All you do is bark, 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 and you bark your own damn shadow, and you just yelling and screaming and yipping and hollering, and then you just see this little dog, and you're just like, oh my god, I could just flick it away with a little. But we also know, and if you don't know, I'll let you know, right? The National Guard have been situated in certain countries, certain cities. Jeez, oh Pete's, the wrong C word. That's pretty bad of me. I apologize, sir. We gotta work on our professionalism here. Not. This is how we are. But they're in major cities, the National Guard. You see the ICE people doing their thing. Trump's been saying, Obama needs to face certain charges. Maybe a tree and a sun? Tree and a sun? Yeah, there's a tree and a sun. Yeah. So I'm not saying it's going down this weekend, but that might be kind of terrifying, crazy. Frank's gonna just come out. It's go time. It's go time, people. So get ready, stay ready, prep. You know, number one, protect yourself. Right? It's kind of like when you're on the plane, right? You gotta secure the mask before you help someone else, right? We're also men, man. We were like, hey, man, you know, we're not on the woke side, so we're going to be, you know, be extra frosty, be extra careful. The people around you, right? If you got people, you know, they love those long distance hole punchers, you know, they like tools like me. You know, tools to work on the house, on the car, you know, and a couple other tools. You know. Yeah. And because what's going to happen is if these arrests come, which they will come, it's a matter of where, when, first. This has been strategic planning for quite some time. And it's always been communicated that once it goes, it's going to be like, you know, so fast. You know, you strike hard, fast, it's over. But most likely, right, that would be the part that we go grab them, if you will. But there's already, I'll call it planned resistance, right? I mean, you guys are snuffing it out if you're on Raymond's Discord channel. It's there. You got its tidbits here and there. You got little colleges, they call themselves leftists, but they are communists. Please use the correct word. We no longer have leftists. We no longer have far right. It is Americans versus communists. That's what it is, folks. We're all different flavors of Americans, but we're Americans. I'm not far right. I'm an American. I'm not a supporter of any country other than America. And if anything otherwise is deemed whatever, that's on them, not me. But yeah, not only is there maybe organic, but there are NGOs that have been funding this for decades because they were going to be used for a evil plan. But a while ago, it was sniffed out, but they couldn't do much about anything. We were hoping something would have happened during 2020-21. Sort of, kind of, and then we had to allow things to happen. I didn't think it'd get that bad. And what is coming might not be that bad from that perspective, but you guys know. They could be your family. They could be some of your friends. They could be some of your neighbors, unfortunately. They believe this lie for so long. And part of that lie is that, to appeal to authority, I appeal to that authority. His kingdom is not of this world yet, but it's coming. And we got reinforcements coming. So that is what is going down. When, I don't know. Typically, the top brass will gather. I'm surprised. And again, this could be this could be a deception within another planned distraction as well. There could be something completely else that's not even that part of this, but it's linked to this, but we don't know what's going on. Yeah. Now, this might kick it off. Man, it better be quick. if what I think is going to go down be... So whenever that does happen, I hope... Now, again, we might have a little bit of rambunctious people in certain cities, and that's why the National Guard has been posted to major cities. And they know which ones are going to be troublemakers. They already went in Chicago. They already went into certain cities. New York. But there's a bunch of other ones. Even Raymond said in Dayton, which it's kind of odd. There's already an Air Force base there, so I'm surprised they need National Guard there. You would think Columbus, perhaps. Dayton, just because there's an Air Force base there, which is actually their headquarters, like the headquarters. Right, Pat is right there, along with the aliens, which my uncle said wasn't there. But he was a finance guy, so what would he know? They wouldn't tell him anyway, even if they wanted to, right? Right here in Michigan, Detroit, for sure, and probably Lansing. The Wicked Witch of the West, that's what I call her. Whitmer's out there, so knowing her, she's probably going to be like, other than Gavin Newsom, I mean, that's probably like the two worst governors that we have. Maybe the guy in Pennsylvania. So they probably have them around Philly. Memphis has been a problem for, I don't know, what, 30 years. I heard they're already going to start doing that. I'm surprised. Like LA is, I'm not even sure if you need National Guard in LA. I think they already have them there anyway. You got a military, I think you got a Marine base there. You got, like, the LA area, there is so much damn military there. It's not funny, man. Yeah, Portland, maybe Seattle. Although those are just like communist havens, so let them just burn their own city down. Like, knowing Trump though, if it's big trouble, they probably have something planned already for cities like that. What, Minneapolis? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about Vegas. And there might be like a small presence in Vegas. But anyway, guys, yeah, I know you may not agree with me. That's fine. Again, I'm not even certain to what extent. I just know something will eventually happen. I'm kind of waiting for I call it the coup d'etat, to get this crap going, get it started. But once it gets started, we're gonna find out who's been naughty or nice. Your Clinton types. Yeah, they're just the very outward layer of the onion. There is some rotten shit on the inside. What time is it? 8 o'clock. I did want to get in the garage for a little bit or something, but yeah, kind of went off there a little bit there near the end. Sorry about that. And I've been this whole time I've been speaking in code. I don't know if I need to be speaking in code. It's primarily for YouTube, but I think some of you guys, ladies, if you support the flag and the little, his name is Talon. That's Talon, my little eagle guy. Where was I going with this? If you support President Donald Trump, again, he's not the savior. We don't agree with everything he says, does. But these are moves, counter moves. I don't really like that saying of trust the plan thing. I'm more like, hey, maybe that plan happens. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe a different plan happens. But keep your eyes out. Keep the door open. But just something's going to go down. It's not all evil. I know you guys think that it's going to be. I don't think so. It's not going to be pretty. I'll give you that. I hope it doesn't get too damn. I hope it doesn't get too. Their idea is to do it really quick. The problem is the NGOs and the crazy communists. But I actually think that percentage it's a very vocal, very in your face minority. In big cities, it might feel even more skewed. I live in essentially a suburb of Detroit. It's not quite exurb of Detroit. It's like on the fringes. It's right off the 75 corridor. And it's a little bit, it's okay kind of here. The OU, the Oakland University, apparently that's more right-leaning than it used to be. I don't know. I see a lot of, wokey women walking around. But maybe those are the ones that just go walking. I don't know. But yeah, in Detroit, it's been pretty nasty down in Detroit. My dad said before I was born, he said once the riots hit, and I think that was in '67, he said it was done. Yeah, that was enough to scare every person that ever lived in Detroit to reconsider. And it took what? I don't know, 67 until early 70s to get enough people to get out. The people that actually had any money said, yeah, we're out. We're going to get the hell out of Detroit, keep our money, because a lot of places were burnt down or whatnot in businesses, and they weren't recouped. So people saw that and went, yep. And, yeah. Anyway, 25 minutes of just random. It wasn't random, but I'd say, what, the last 7 minutes there. Yeah, guys. Stay frosty. Tomorrow's Friday. I got the day off. I'm going to go to Harbor Freight, I think. Like in the morning time. And then maybe work out in the garage. I don't know. We're going to try to relax, but we'll do a little bit of work. But nothing strenuous. I do need to get the fluid out of the Camaro, so we need to drive that. Get it out to operating temperature again. Take the coolant out. Put the new coolant in, and then I can be ready to store it for the winter. I want to get it back in the one bay that it's supposed to be in when I store it. I might also look online to see. I don't know. I think it's like over $100 to store your car somewhere. I don't know if I want to. That's like $500. But if I do that, then that gives me a lot of room. Because I do want to work on the HHR, but you know, January, it's damn cold here in Michigan. So, all right, guys. See you around. All right. Bye.